I am dead tired as I melt into the cushion below my body in this abandoned cabin that I've found. Finally, I think to myself, sleep. Sleep is something people take for granted, fighting the very thought of it as petulant children and longing for it like a lost lover after we've reached the working age. It's peaceful now, though, almost quiet. I can faintly make out a noise, like voices talking in the distance. There might be a radio on in another room, but whatever is playing sounds sad. Quiet and silence is another thing that people like to undersell. The hustle and bustle of life is loud, but it makes us feel alive. Noise is like the heartbeat of the city, thumping with the passing of cars, the pulse of a living thing with its own thoughts, feelings, and dreams. It's warm here now, and so comfortable that I feel as if I'm descending. Perhaps that is what the morbid lullaby was getting at when the baby falls from the treetops, falling to sleep. I'm finally able to block out most of those voices because they sound more distant, almost slipping further away. It's odd how we can become so accustomed to something that we reach the point of tuning it out. A crying baby to an exhausted mother might as well be the faint ticking of a familiar clock on the wall. Now it starts to sound like it's raining outside, an uneven rain, but pleasant and soothing on the cabin's tin roof. It could almost be buckets of water thrown one after another, as if angels are working in a line to put out a blaze. I can't seem to remember being this at ease and comfortable in a bed, much less one so unfamiliar to me. Funny how we are such creatures of habit, favoring what we know and craving familiarity. Slowly I become aware that there's an eerie silence now crowding the room. The rain-like sounds have stopped, and the voices have been turned off. I'm fond of quiet, but this silence is deafening. Like being in the woods if there are no birds or bugs. A foreboding silence. This is something to fear. I try to sit up, but there is a force blocking me mere inches from my face. My blood turns to ice as I attempt to reach to the side, and I'm immediately hindered by the same force. Panic replaces the ice with a surge of adrenaline, and the full realization of what has happened comes washing over me. There is no cabin. The voices weren't on the radio. They were the somber mourning voices of a funeral. My funeral. And what I mistook for rain was the falling of dirt that now holds the lid closed above me. "Help!" I scream, unheard into the blackness, tears burning my cheek. "Please! I'm alive!" I grow weaker by the second. My sore and bloodied fingers make a vain attempt to scratch their way to freedom. I kick the tight lid, all the while screaming and pleading to the nothingness above until my voice fades from hoarse to silent. I become so tired in this tomb that there is nothing left I can do but sleep.